Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. As usual, we have a lot of astrological information down in the description box down below, so definitely check that out. Otherwise, you might be missing out on some information here this week. Jumping into your blessings or challenges here in your energetic paths is Aries. Aries is the horse rune. This is the energetic source that's proven itself to you through many instances of your life, like man's best friend, the horse. This is, in a sense, a pilgrimage, an inner and outer pilgrimage, a journey of sorts, like a literal travel or a spiritual, or like a divinely guided leading and be led reciprocity sort of travel, like a journey through life with each other. This could be a relationship kind of energy, like a relationship with yourself, with divine source. Take how it resonates with also aspects of like significant other, a family member, a pet, an animal, right? And this is that grounded sense of like a spiritual recharge, somebody or another energetic source that is able to, and you're able to do this for them as well, that this is a blessing or a challenge thereof with this spiritual journey of being each other's kind of grounded sense of flow, spiritual recharge, kind of connection with deep, and kind of that level of intimacy there. So this is with clarified with the Page of Cups, a new emotionally kind of emotionally charged message kind of being received. I think this is done with inner clarity, some pausing with the Isa here, rune going within, letting the ice freeze over the deep lake for that deeper clarity into the waters, that deep emotional depth and clarity, right? And that inward kind of chance of being still, recharging, and getting that clarity of the path moving forward. In there is where you find that Page of Cups energy, that message to move forward with this energy from your energetic past. Okay, this is all in your energetic past. Wow, that's a lot to unpack right away. Here at Aquarius, let's get into your energetic now. A lot more happier energies. Wunjo, clan flag of success after trial. When you plant the clan flag in the top of the hill, how do you feel? Right? You feel happy, you feel blissful, you want to celebrate, you're exuberant, you're laughing, you're celebrating, yeah. Blissful, following your joy, grounded sense of joy, blessings or challenges with that energy. King of Swords clarifies this, uniting concepts, ideas, big communication energy here too, like uniting clan energies comes up a lot with that energy. This is that clarity and transmutation energy as well. This is like maybe you're creating a clan here. You have that hourglass tipped on its side where it seems like you have that infinite amount of clarity in your life. So our blessings or challenges with clarity. Dagas means day, transmutation from night into day. Are you having blessings or challenges with transmutation energy? I think maybe with this in your mind, or the clarity thereof in your mind, Dagas, the balance. I think this is very balanced, joyful energy. You're like uniting ideas and like happy to do so. Great place to be at, Aquarius. In your near future is Hagalas. This is an opportunity where Divine does the heavy lifting for you and wipes it away for you. This is something being removed from your life by divine mandate, energetically, divinely guided, grounded, transcending any barriers, irreversible rune, all of that. The hail rune is about natural disasters, unintended eventualities, like an accepted risk, like a house repair, a car repair, right? You buy a car, you might have to repair it. You buy a house, you might have to repair it. You live in an area where there's volcanoes, you might get a volcano, right? So divine says, let this happen for you rather than to you, and it'll remove it, and that's what you get to look forward to. Okay, so that's not a bad thing, though. This is a very good thing. I'm not trying to convince you or anything. But we have so many instances like these in our lives without even paying attention to them. So look what is happening for you rather than to you is just a great advice to give when you're seeing that in your future. The Six of Swords clarifies this with you made a decision to stay and work on what needs to be worked on. You're kind of reviewing before a journey, or maybe this is a delay in journey or delay in leaving. But I think this is definitely more like you're wanting to stick it out, maybe work on things. Like that storm maybe prevented you from moving on by divine guidance, right? Who's to say? Weirder things have happened, like you're 5 minutes late to the bus stop and meet the love of your life, or something. So this is clarified here with the Rune of Yera. So this is major closure and getting into new beginnings energy. This is that space of learning of that. At the end of the year, we make a harvest. So the harvest energy is like what you sow is what you reap. And so you're learning the lessons. It's not a karmic lesson. This is very much cause and effect. And you're kind of closing things off, getting into new cycles and, the lessons that come with it. Right? So you're definitely moving on with things in the future. But let's see what your influence here right now is, Aquarius. Othala, legacy, inheritance, income, where you stand, where you are building your life off of, what are you leaving behind for others to build their lives off of, right? And is it healthy? Is it lasting? Right? Is it stable? Remember the lines at the bottom of the rune are like that? That's that stable structure. This is clarified with Eight of Cups. This is maybe like taking your one cup and leaving 7 behind so you can find your emotional fulfillment somewhere else. Maybe this is like you might have invested a bunch of energy into it, but it's not fulfilling. So you might be just taking your cup and going and like tempted to go build something else somewhere else. Fulfill your cup somewhere else. This is also clarified by the Rune of Algaes, the Rune of the Elk, the Rune of reminding you that you are divinely connected and protected, remaining grounded, divine protection with the elk antlers, and divine connection here with the elk rune. So this is probably challenges of faith, probably tempting you to leave a situation that you're in or leave an environment that you're in, tempting you to leave. But I see you not leaving. I see you sticking around and repairing. What's your advice though right now? I see you not leaving. I see you sticking around and repairing it. Divine feminine healing work, emotional healing work, grounded sense of flow. Lagus, the rune of lake, sea flow, water divining with water, dowsing with water, even water ceremony, just viewing a body of water for 20 minutes helps. Emotional healing work, intuitive healing work, all of that. Get into that. Divine feminine healing work, awesome stuff. Yeah, the star clarifies it, drives it right home. Yeah. Go within. I mean, you already know how to go with him. So this is more like recharging, like being able to recharge your emotional well. Yeah. That one cup, that's that one cup you're tempted to leave with. That needs recharging. And I think you're kind of needing to recharge it right now. Do this with this energetic source. Talk it out, work it out, lead and be led. Work in that reciprocity, this spiritually recharging energy for one another. You see how Ewas has Lagus in it, and it's mirroring itself. So this is like a divine feminine of your inner psyche and kind of like their divine feminine of their inner psyche, right? Kind of recognizing each other and being there for like that grounding sense of flow. That's why I say that. That's beautiful that it can be like intuitively knowing like how to work towards building and healing one another. So definitely get into that. Work with this energy. You're gonna be surprised. Okay, in your outcome, do this thoroughly. right? Make sure that, if this is clean slate kind of energy, looks like it might be clean slate kind of, almost clean slate kind of energy. Make sure this is thorough. Therisas is that thorough rune of Thor's hammer where it can build, it can destroy, it can protect. Choice is always up to you. But that thorough swing of Thor's hammer, it can not be stopped. It's thorough, right? This is you. Cannot be stopped. It's dedicated. You're rehearsing. You're dotting the I's. You're crossing the T's. You're doing your due diligence. Your mise en place. Your mental mess in place. Your ducks in a row. You're getting everything done. And it's all because of that super dedication, right? Divinely guided energies, grounding energies, thoroughly balanced meeting out in the middle. Thoroughly meeting in the middle. Yeah. I see you thoroughly carrying this out, some closure here in your near future. Yeah, you have this. Okay, so the Fool reversed is like a chance to start over with this. I think this is kind of start over with this energy, this Awaz energy. I think this is maybe a chance of repair and to kind of begin again in a new aspect, maybe in a relationship or a friendship or a partnership. Or a membership. God tears the rune, clarifies here, vector of victory. Yeah, this is the way to go. This is sticking up for what is right, just, true, balanced, Libra energies here. The scales of justice here. Sticking up for others, sticking up for yourself, what is just, true, right, and good in the world. And that is your path forward, thoroughly, and you're dedicated to this, dedicated to each other, dedicated in this energy, a thorough dedication, showing up every day doing this. So you get that closure, you can do that repair, and a chance to renew, repair, rebuild, after you let go of what needs to be let go of when you're closing off that cycle. Messages from the Fairies Oracle deck for the card of clarity here this week for Aquarius. So Fairies and Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Aquarius need to hear in this week's Divinely Guided Rune Reading. What single one card of clarity does Aquarius need to hear for this week's Divinely Guided Rune Reading, please? What one card of clarity? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the card of affirmations. Beautiful card. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Beautiful card for you, Aquarius. Let's read more about it. Again, at the bottom it says to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. You drew this card because there's something you desire right now and you already know what this is. To increase the speed of your manifestation, it's important to lift up your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs to a higher level. Positive affirmations can increase your self-confidence and faith, which are two essential and magical ingredients in manifestation. This card is a message for you to say or read positive affirmations and boost your faith, optimism, and effectiveness in bringing about your desired results. Aquarius, additional meanings for the card are to begin each day with something beneficial, such as praying, meditating, or reading from an uplifting book. As you stay positive, everything in your life becomes more positive. The outcome of the situation you're asking about is dependent upon your optimism. Watch the words that you say and write to ensure that they're positive and aligned with your desires. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.